In today's video, I am testing 50 of the craziest myths in Roblox Animal Hospital. From there being a secret button in the map, a secret safe of Rathu, and a hidden Easter egg about Barney that no one else knows about. These myths will blow your mind. So make sure to stick to the end to find out if every myth is true or fake. Okay, so our first myth is actually in the lobby of the game, and apparently if you click on this red dot you will unlock every single class, and when you click on this you'll get a little keypad. So let's see if this myth is true. So let me click on it, and oh wait, it actually works. I'm joking, it doesn't. Yeah, that is pure clickbait. I did see it on TikTok, and yeah, unfortunately it does not work. But let's go into the next myth. So apparently you can pick up bodies that have fainted or, you know, died or whatever, and you can literally just put it in this you can trash the bodies. No one will know. So that myth is definitely true. Oh my goodness, you can just take any body, put it in the recycling bin, and it doesn't even show up on the report apparently as well. So there you go. So apparently if you drink 15 of these colas, you can glitch outside of the map if you run fast enough through that door. So I'm gonna have my girlfriend test this because I am broke on Robux right now. So let's see if this actually works. This myth would be crazy if she can glitch out the map. Oh, okay, yeah. So keep, oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you just have to run into the door. Run into the door, yep. Bang, just run into the door. Oh, yep, just keep running into the door. Let's see if this works. Is it working? No. Look, you're glitch out. You're glitch out. Oh, they may have badged it. I don't know. Yep, there you go. Oh, you were so fast. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait, what happened? Did you glitch out the map?
I'm stuck inside the net.
Oh my. Okay, so I guess the myth is half true then. So apparently these possessed patients can actually blink. Now, I don't know if this is actually true. I'm gonna take a picture. Maybe the picture makes it blink. Yeah, I'm not really seeing it blink, so I think this myth is false, unfortunately. It's not blinking at all. So apparently if you look into the head, you can actually tell if it's an anomaly or not. So you can tell by the twitching it is an anomaly, but yeah, it does not work. So apparently you'd be able to see the mouth, like the little bite thingy, and yeah, you cannot see that on inside the HUD. So that myth is unfortunately false. If you look at every poster on the map, you get a secret badge, so you have to look at it. I think maybe click on it. I'm just gonna click on it just in case. So that's the first poster. Now there's two more in here, so yeah, here we go. Bang, click on that. There's one in here, room 2. We're gonna be clicking on that, and then room 5 is where the last poster is on the map. Now let's see if this myth is true or not. Oh goodness, okay. And I don't, oh, I think it is true. I could break the poster behind here, and oh, okay, well maybe that's for a different thing, but I did not get a secret badge, unfortunately. Now next one is apparently you can let the slime just keep like gushing out, and it will like literally cover the map. I don't know if this myth is true or not, so let's see. I'm gonna wait for it. Wait, did it already? Oh no, it's still going. Yeah, you can slowly see it spreading. So let's see if it spreads throughout the whole map here.
It's stopped.
Okay, so I think the slime may have stopped. So that myth is unfortunately not true. Yep, it is just, it's fully stopped. Okay. So apparently if you take in this possessed thingy, it will not be an anomaly, actually. It's a friendly creature. Now, I don't know if this is actually true. It doesn't sound true, but let's see if this myth works. I did see a TikTok about this, and they did say it's true, so we'll be testing that. Okay, so I have to treat him now, and apparently he's just gonna be normal. Like, he just needs to, you know, be fixed up a little bit. You can tell his eyes are not right. And I think maybe, I mean, nothing's weird is happening in this room. So, okay, dehydration. So I need to give him IV drops and eye drops. Okay, there we go. And then he should be fine. There we go. Yeah, nothing weird or anything has happened. He is not an anomaly. So that myth is perfectly true. Literally nothing wrong, and he's doing perfectly fine. I saw that apparently the surgery room has a secret basement. So, oh, okay, that was a stalker. But anyways, apparently there's supposed to be a secret basement somewhere. Maybe you go through the wall. I'm not sure. I'm not seeing anything. From what I saw, they went through a wall. So, see, yeah, it's just, there is nothing here. So this myth is unfortunately not true at all. Now, this might be the craziest myth yet. There is a secret, like, interactive button behind this wall in room 6. I'm gonna see if this is true or not. Let's see. And oh, wait, broken baby doll, unjam button. Here we go. I don't know what this does. But this myth is true. There is a button behind this wall that you can interact with. Let's see if it works. And I don't know what that's done, but yeah, there is an interactive button behind room 6, and that is true. So with Barney, when you have to feed him the coffee, you can actually drink some of the coffee first and then give it to him. It'll still work. So I'm gonna drink the coffee. There you go. +5. I got my sanity. Let me drink it one more time. There you go. Get the extra sanity. And apparently you can still give it to him. And yeah, that works. So he can just get like a half-filled coffee, whatever, and it's fine for him. So there you go. So our next myth is that if you take in a patient, so I'm going to take in Ron, and apparently if you take them in and you just ignore them, they're just going to walk out of the hospital. Like they won't even care. So let's see if this one's true or not. I'm just going to completely ignore him, which is crazy. And I think he should be fine. So like he'll just like literally walk out the hospital. Okay, so I've been waiting here for like 5 minutes. I don't even know how long I've been waiting here. And yeah, he's just been standing there in room 6 waiting for a treatment. So I'm going to assume the myth is unfortunately fake. So I'm gonna have to slime you out now. Okay, what? Okay. I guess he does not want to be slimed out. Okay, well, yep, you're just gonna stay in there then. I tried to shoot him and it didn't work. So I actually want to make my own myth here. And I want to see, does Ron not take any damage from the gun? And yeah, he does not. He literally takes 0 damage from the gun. That is crazy. He's just invincible to the gun. So yeah, that's another myth that is true. Ron does not take any damage. If you click on the red skull, it apparently actually does not kill them. And yeah, that is true. It does lower the percentage, but it does not kill them instantly. So that myth is true. Apparently you can get rid of this bed monster if you give it maple syrup. Now I don't know if this myth is actually true or not. Let's see. So you just give maple syrup here. Oh, and yeah, he takes it. Yeah, the monster takes your maple syrup and lets you go. That myth is true. There is a myth where in the surgery room, if you stand right on top of this guy, you can actually have access to everything. And that is, oh, is it true? It kind of is. If you stand here, you can kind of have access to everything, but I'm not sure if that's necessarily true or not. I'm going to do partially true for this myth, but yeah, you can just literally stand up here, have access to everything. It makes it a lot easier than having to like go around. Apparently, if you have the gun, you can actually shoot your own teammates. Now I have my girlfriend here. I'm going to unfortunately slime her out. Let's see if she dies or not. And yeah, that is true. She just goes on the floor. I think oh, okay, yeah, no, she does not die, but yeah, they do take effect to it. And I did also lose sanity to that, which is not good. Apparently, if you have a fire extinguisher, you can actually extinguish the slime. And yeah, that myth is true. The fire extinguisher does get rid of the slime. There you go. Yeah, look at that. Slime over here as well. Extinguished. Wow, I did not actually know that. So that myth is true. If you click on every computer on the map, you can unlock developer mode. Now, this myth sounds crazy, but I think it might actually be true. So you have to click on every computer on the map. So I clicked on that computer. Okay, here we go. There's a computer you have to click on. Those don't count. It's just the like the laptop kind of things. Here we go. Bang, we click on that one. Now this myth sounds crazy, but yeah, you can unlock developer mode if you click on every single one. And I want to see if this is true or not. We got the bed monster. Let's just ignore him for now. Click on that. Yep, let's click on this computer. There's my girlfriend right there. She's doing something. I don't know what she's doing. Let's click on this computer. Yep. And I think there's one more computer that we have to click on. Oh yeah, in this room. So if I click on this computer, I should unlock developer mode. Let's see. And yeah, the myth is unfortunately false. So you do not unlock developer mode if you click on every computer. So that TikTok lied to me. Now, apparently, you see this guy that is camouflaged in this wall. I can actually just shoot him and he will go away. And yep, that is true. He goes away with the gun if you shoot him. So that is another myth busted. If you taser an anomaly, you will actually gain sanity. Let's see if this is true. And that is true. Yep. And yeah, there you go. I tasered the anomaly and I gained sanity. And oh, okay, he's just gonna run out the hospital now. There you go. If you get the eyes on the roof, eye drops, he will actually go away, I think. Maybe. Oh yeah, applied treatment. There we go. Use eye drops and it seems to calm down. So it works. Although I did lose a lot of sanity from that. So I don't know if it's worth it, but that does work. So myth is true. If you give coffee when the doctor is taking a break, he will actually accept it. Is that true? Is he gonna take my coffee? I don't think he's taking my coffee. Why are you yapping so much? Just take my coffee. Okay, yeah, this myth is not true at all. So he does not take the coffee. He just yaps a lot. Okay. Okay, so I kinda didn't get this recording, but Rathy did finally drop the key. Here we go. So he leaves a key after his 4th visit, I think, 4th or 5th visit. And this key opens up the safe in room 5. So let's see what the safe has in store here. Let's see. So yeah, it does open up this. Top secret. The experiment was a success. The shadow now sees everything. And we have a picture of Rathu's sister, I think. I forgot the name. I forgot her name. Everyone comment below what you think the name is. And there's a top secret briefcase. So yeah, that is what it opens up. If you say help in chat, it will actually lower your sanity. Now, I don't know if this is true. I'm gonna say help. And yeah, my sanity is not going down. Maybe help me, exclamation mark, help. Yeah, it does not work. This myth is not true, unfortunately. Although that would be quite funny. You can tell your friends to say help and they would just slowly lose their sanity. You can actually stop. You can stop the anomaly from biting if you fire extinguisher. And okay, that is not true at all. You know what? I'm just gonna sign him out. Yep, there we go. Apparently, if you reach max 100% sanity, you will actually get a secret ending in the game. I don't actually know if this is true. Let's see. And I'm at 100% sanity and there's no secret ending happening. So I think the myth is unfortunately not true. That would have been kind of cool though if you did get a secret ending, but yeah, you do not get a secret ending for 100% sanity. Okay, so the next myth is that if you say the cops are after you to Barney in chat, he will actually just run out of the hospital. Now, I don't know if this myth is true or not. Let me see. The cops are after you. You have to type that in chat. And yeah, wow, he just runs out of the hospital like that. Look at that. Wow. So the myth is actually true. There we go. Okay, so this next myth is a very interesting one. Apparently, if you stare at an anomaly for too long, they will actually lower your sanity. So obviously here we have an anomaly, you know, with 3 eyes. So I'm just gonna stare at him, and apparently our sanity is supposed to go down by a lot or by a little bit. It'll say something about like sanity going down. I know you have other things to do, but you know, you're an anomaly. I have to find this out. Let's see if it's true. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I've been waiting like 5 minutes. I literally went to go use the bathroom. I come back and my sanity's literally not changed at all. So this myth is not true. They do not lower the sanity. So the next myth is that when you look out of this hospital window, you can actually see Rathu's sister. I forgot her name, but you can see her sister outside. And oh, the myth is actually true. You can see Rathu's sister right there, just outside the window if you look here. And yep, she just stands right there. I'm surprised not a lot of people have noticed this. So this myth is definitely true. There you go. So the next myth is when you're under 20% sanity, the posters on the map actually change. Now let's see if this myth is true. I don't know if there's a change in this poster, but I think now I've already done all the work. You know, I'm under 20% sanity. Let's see this poster, and yep, the myth is true. Look at that. So you can see eyes on the cat. That is creepy. So yeah, the posters do change when you're under 20% sanity, which is pretty cool. Yep, look at that. It has like an eye forming or something, like a picture. Very creepy. Let's look at the other poster. Let's see. I think there's one more poster in one of these rooms. Is this one? Yeah, this one. Okay, nothing changed about this one, but yeah, the posters do change when you're under 20% sanity, so that myth is true. So apparently when you take a picture, the photo from an anomaly, and you go on the camera, you can actually see its true form. Now this myth sounds crazy, but it is actually true. Look at that. You can see the skinwalker in the picture, and look at that. See, look, it's like, I mean, it doesn't look normal, but you know, some anomaly pictures can be normal, but when you go on the camera, you can see their true form. And look at that. Look at that. That is creepy. Apparently you can actually extinguish this creature here. Yep, that works, and that myth is true. You can extinguish that. I don't know what that exactly is, but it does work. You can extinguish it, and yeah, myth is true. If you shoot the NPC here that's just sitting around, apparently they actually die. So I'm gonna test this out right now. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to be slimed out. And oh yep, they definitely do die. Let me get his body quickly. Oh goodness. Okay, let's put this guy in the bin now. He has to go away. Yep, there we go. No one will know. So this myth is that when you're at 0% sanity, you will actually die and lose the game. Now, I'm going to put that to the test. I'm at 1% sanity right now. I just have to lose 1% of sanity, and I will apparently die, according to this myth. And let's see if that's true. Oh! There we go. Reach 0% sanity, and yeah, it is true. You do die, and now I have to self-revive. The next myth is that behind this vending machine, there is actually a hider. Now, I don't know if this myth is true. Let's check. Oh, okay, that myth is definitely true. Oh, Oh no! 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 Wait! No! 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 Oh goodness! Okay, well the myth is definitely true. Okay. Okay, so our next myth is that when the guy that bangs his head on the window here, apparently you can actually stop it if you put the shutters down. So I'm gonna put that myth to the test and see if it works. Okay, so he's coming in right now. So I'm going to close the shutters, and apparently he just will not bang his head on the window. So let's see if that's true. Oh, he's going towards the window. And is he gonna bang his head? Oh, I think it works. Wait, I think it works. Oh, no, okay. Yep, it does not work, unfortunately. So the next myth is that when a ritual starts, instead of losing sanity, taking out every candle, you know, you can actually use eye drops to basically put out the candles, and you don't have to lose any sanity. Because honestly, those candles, they make me lose like 20% sanity or something. It is crazy. So this would actually be a very good myth if it's true. Yep, here we go. So instead of, look, you can just extinguish your eye drops, bang, no sanity. Look at that, you extinguish the candle with eye drops. This is actually such a good myth, and it's true. I didn't even know this was actually true, but yeah, look at that. Lost no sanity, eye drops work perfectly, so that myth is true. Okay, now this myth will sound crazy, but you can glitch onto the roof if you like somehow glitch up on these chairs. I don't know exactly how it works. I saw a TikTok on this. I think the person may have been scripting, but I'm just gonna put the myth to the test. This might take me a few attempts. I don't know, this is really weird. Yeah, okay, this is not working. So that myth is not true. You cannot glitch onto the hospital roof doing that. Now this myth sounds kind of weird, but if you have every door closed in the hospital, it will actually reduce the amount of anomalies you have. It's very weird. So I'm gonna actually put this to the test. So every door is closed. Is that an anomaly? That's an anomaly. And every door is closed. So we already got an anomaly, and every door is closed. So I'm already about to debug this myth. I'm not gonna lie. This is already not looking true. Let me close the shutters and test one more time. Can this guy go away, please? Guy, please go away. Okay, let's put this to the test one more time. I do have every door closed in the hospital. Like I said, this is a really weird myth, but people say it's true. So let's see. Are they okay? I mean, they're not an anomaly. I might need to test one more person and see if they're an anomaly or not. If they're not, then maybe this myth is actually true. So we have every door closed, and we just got another anomaly, which means, is it really that true? I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to maybe put partially true, because I feel like I'm actually getting less anomalies. But yeah, I mean, here's another one. I don't know, let's let this guy, wait, why did I just let him in? Apparently you can stop a ritual with a gun. Now I have got this gun. I'm going to try and stop it. Let's see if this myth is true. Let's shoot it. Oh, it does work. Yep, if you shoot them, it stops the ritual. Our next myth is that every room has at least one hidden Easter egg. Now I know these posters are actually an Easter egg when you lose sanity, but I don't think every room has an Easter egg. Let me see if this myth is true. I know, does this room have an Easter egg? It doesn't really look like it does. Nothing out the window, so I'm not gonna lie, I don't think this myth is true. I don't think every room has an Easter egg to it, but there is definitely rooms with an Easter egg. Like, you know, in room 5 you can actually tear apart this poster and there will be a safe behind it, just like that. So I mean, there is Easter eggs in some rooms for sure, but every room, oh, there is a stalker, but every room does not have an Easter egg, so this myth is not true. Apparently, if you smack your girlfriend's booty, she will give you chocolate. So come on, give me chocolate. So let's see if this myth works. Oh, the next myth is that Rathu, when you kill him, well, purposely kill him, he will turn into an anomaly. Now this myth sounds actually like insane if it's true, so I'm gonna put this to the test. I'm going to give Rathu the wrong treatment, which is, oh, it's unfortunate because he's such a nice person, but I need to test this myth though. I'm sorry, Rathu. So if I basically just give him the wrong treatment or whatever and he dies, he will turn into an anomaly. Like that guy right there. Okay, so I'm gonna taser Rathu and see if he turns into an anomaly. Wait, his eyes, whoa, is that an anomaly? Did he turn into an anomaly? His eyes are gone when you taser him. I don't know if that, what in the world? Okay, I'm gonna put that myth as partially true. What just happened there? His eyes just went away. Now apparently you can interact with the ambulance. So I've made it shift 5. I'm going to interact with the ambulance when it comes over. Let's see if this myth is true or not. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it is. Let's see, can I interact with it? It's not letting me interact. Maybe like once these people go. Oh goodness, there's some critical patients. But yeah, I don't think you can interact with the ambulance. You can't even get outside, so I don't think this myth is true. Come on, ambulance, no! Okay, so yeah, that myth is not true. You cannot interact with the ambulance. The next myth is that when you give coffee to this guy, you actually just makes him leave. You don't have to ask him to leave and lose sanity. You can just give him coffee and he'll be perfectly fine. So watch, I'm just gonna give him coffee here. And there you go. Yeah, they drink the coffee and seem to calm down. So the myth is true. The coffee calms him down and he just leaves. You don't have to lose any sanity. Yep, there you go, buddy. Have some fun outside. So apparently at the very first time of the game, you can literally just walk out the front door. And yes, that is true. Look at this. You can literally just walk out of the front door at the very start of the game. And yeah, I mean, I don't know when you could literally just walk out of the map, which is pretty cool. Yeah. And what is that? So apparently the first patient always needs herbs and the second patient always needs eye drops. Now let's see if this myth is true. Let's get this guy going. Let's see if this guy needs herbs and let's see if the next guy that comes in needs eye drops. Okay, yep, sit down. Let's take your DNA sample. Okay, and it looks like, yeah, stomach ache, which means, yeah, he needs herbs. So that, okay, is partially true so far. Let's see if the other one needs eye drops, though. So let's give him the herbs. Okay, let's see if this guy needs eye drops now. Okay, so he needs, oh yeah, so it works, yeah. So eye drops, so he needs eye drops. And there you go. So the myth is true. The first patient always needs herbs and the second patient always needs eye drops. There you go. So apparently, if you keep turning in this corner in room 2, you can glitch outside of the map. Now, I don't actually think this is true. Although, let's see. So you have to just keep spinning around and apparently you're supposed to glitch out the map. Yeah, this is not working. Yeah. Okay, I don't think this myth is true. So